You need to look for a franchise, you need to look to a business that's always innovating and developing. You see so many of these businesses that create a product that worked 3 years ago and just try and franchise it like mad to raise as much money and make as much money as possible, and then they never develop their product. I'd say those are the businesses that are really quite risky to get involved with, because times change, and for online business anyway, within 3 months everything's old. So you really need to look for a company that is always innovating and on the forefront of what they're doing. With an online business, you've got no big capital costs. It's different from when you've got a restaurant franchise and you pay the franchise fee and then you pay $100,000 for the building. With an online business, the costs are much lower. You want to track, you want to look at how recently they're franchising. If it's a business that did loads of franchising 3 years ago, but last year maybe only franchised in comparison 10%, there's obviously something wrong there.
The money that we've made through franchising, I think that's what makes it great, is that people will invest in us and we'll spend that straight away back on the product. So it is economies of scale. Everyone is putting money into their own business, and we're all kind of one big network helping each other grow. If you try to do this on your own and build a website, you'd be spending hundreds of thousands, which is what we built up over the last 3 years of getting lots of franchises.
It makes it a challenge though, because franchisees are not employees. They're people that are investing in you, putting their trust in you, putting the welfare of them and their families into your business. So you feel quite a pressure and obligation to help them. But also what's nice is these people work 24/7 like we do. They put as much enthusiasm into the business. But it also means that you have to balance their expectations. When you've got a lot of people, you can't treat them like employees and just bark out orders at them. So it's a nice environment to work in, because it means they contribute to the creative process as well, because they have a vested interest. I think the important thing with franchising is that you have to find the right people. These people are your best sales reference. If they're making money and they're happy, the business expands very quickly. Every potential new franchisee will speak to old franchisees. So, one chink in the chain and it all falls to pieces.
But like we were explaining before, anyone with enthusiasm can take this business on. Like, how do you find that person who, I'm sure would want to run a business like this in every city in the world, but how do you get to them and market the product?
We'll always make a special payment plan for them or something to help make it work, and we help them go and approach banks and help them raise the finances to do this, because it is a great option. I mean, the best way for people to find a franchise opportunity is to use the internet and go on the franchise websites. That's really where all the information is, and I think also the businesses that are on there, because they're paying to be on there, there is a bit of a vetting process, so they're quality businesses. Yeah. And what's made our business a success is that our tagline is your local travel guide. We're a local travel guide, and that means we give a lot of flexibility within the business to make it work in all these different cultures. A lot of businesses have tried and failed, we've seen, where they stick to, if you like, the European structure and the European way of doing business, and they try and implement that in Asia, or they try and implement that in Australia, and it just doesn't work like that. So what's really nice about our company is just the cultural group of people that we've got together. Is a fun environment to work in, but makes for a success. There's 90 people that work in the business every day, and there's 55 destinations where we have people that live there, that go out all the time, that have contact with the businesses, and really want to show off the best their destination has to offer. Last year it cost €10,000 a month to pay cost. Today it costs about 60 or 70,000 euros a month to pay cost, and it's fine because the revenue's there, but you're still always nervous of it. But if you want to grow, all the time we've been waiting for it to get easier. All the time we've been going, when is this going to become easier? And in some respects it has, but in many respects it's not. It's always a challenge.